Self-help addiction might be the very thing keeping you stuck. Yes, you heard that right. While you think you're growing, what's really happening is this. You've become a slave to the belief that you're not ready yet, that you need to heal more, fix more, and learn more before you live your life. But let me tell you a truth that took me years to discover. This cycle isn't growth, it's avoidance, and it's exactly what's holding you back. I was in the same self-help addictive cycle. With this video, I will help you leave behind that endless self-help loop and give you the solution to finally have your breakthrough, so you can stop always trying to be ready to play the game of life and actually start playing the game. I was traumatized as a child. My deep need for love, born out of early abandonment, created a fire of ambition that fueled an unwavering hunt for success for over 20 years. This hunger for recognition and love sent me on a relentless quest through every self-help book, therapy, spiritual teaching, and seminar I could find. Unlike many who cling to comfort, the extreme bullying I endured for 7 years from ages 10 to 17 left me with nothing to lose. With my back against the wall, I left behind everything I knew, an entire continent, and started over in the United States of America. I've never been this vulnerable in my videos. Truthfully, I never needed to be. I became successful by sharing valuable lessons derived from these challenging experiences without talking about the experiences themselves. But today, I'm opening up, not for me, but for you, to help you understand that these teachings aren't just theories I've regurgitated. I've lived them, I applied them, and I internalized them. And now I want to take a heavy weight off your shoulders. For the past 10 years, the internet has been flooded with self-help growth teachings. Rather than creating clarity, this saturation has led to an analysis paralysis. Many of us have been frozen by the question, what is true? We're giving our power away to gurus and teachers and making them the authority in our lives. I know because I did this too. But after years of frantically searching outside of myself, I finally found the power within. And today I want to help you find yours. This video can act like a hammer, smashing into the armor of patterns and defenses you built to protect yourself. That crack can reveal the authentic you, the one who trusts themselves and finally takes their power back. If you've been stuck in the endless loop of self-help books, therapy sessions, and viral TikTok advice, you're not alone. Maybe you felt overwhelmed by conflicting teachings, wondering which ones are true and which ones are just noise. I was in the same boat for years until I snapped out of it. After trying hundreds of teachings, spending years meditating, and applying what I learned, I realized something critical. I was approaching these teachings by making others the authority. My starting point was flawed. I am the chooser. This is my life. I don't walk their path. I walk my path. This is a huge breakthrough. I didn't get this realization though thinking or searching. It came after taking massive actions in the direction of excitement. It came after making thousands of videos, becoming popular on social media. It wasn't only the success that got me there. It was the journey. Walking the journey, not thinking about it. Once I had that realization, I had a point of power. Me. I am my point of power. My point of power is giving me the ability to discern between teachings that worked and teachings that were just smoke and mirrors. Today, I will teach you the lessons that actually work. Let's go. The following principles I give you will help you to change your old programming. Number 1, stop identifying with the conversations in your head. Your brain has warped your reality. It started with traumatic experiences in your past. You assigned meanings to those experiences, and your brain built an algorithm around these meanings. The more you engage with those conversations, the more your brain gives you similar thoughts and emotions. It's like typing a search into Google. The more you react to the thoughts, the stronger the algorithm gets until it creates an entire world of belief systems that taint your reality. You don't see reality for what it is. You're looking through glasses programmed by your past. Number 2, your locus of control is your focus. The reason your warped reality grows like a snowball turning into an avalanche is because you keep reacting with your focus to conversations, emotions, and urges. The same way you build this toxic algorithm moment by moment, you can change it into a healthy algorithm moment by moment. Number 3, proactivity beats reactivity. If you're constantly reactive to the program that shows up every morning with anxiety, thoughts of not being ready yet, or thoughts about your ex, you are creating more of that snowball effect, more of that avalanche. Start to proactively use your focus to shift your attention on valued actions in the beginning of the day. Reason: if you start your day with rumination inside of your head, the brain will create a momentum based on that stimuli that will grow during the day and be hard to stop. Reactivity to the old program stimuli is your enemy. This means reactivity to emotions, thoughts, and urges. Example, boredom comes up and urges for you to scroll on social media, or maybe loneliness or an urge for emotional entertainment comes up in your body, and you're calling people for no other reason than fixing those feelings. On the other hand, if you focus mindfully on the valued actions you want to grow, you make the old program inactive and make the new program that supports growing your valued actions, goals, and desires active. Your friend is the word proactivity. This is how you change your algorithm, by shifting your focus proactively to what you want to grow in the world and ignoring the urges and conversations in your head. Number 4, be okay with uncomfortable emotions. Being okay with any emotions and not reacting to them shows your brain that you don't care about the old program anymore. The brain gives you the uncomfortable emotions for you to stay in the old behavioral patterns. This happens because you showed the brain with your behavior inside and outside of your head that you like to stay in this cycle. You break the cycle by stop trying to get relief and stop trying to fix those emotions and thoughts. Number 5, trying to be perfect is what makes you give up. Stop trying to be perfect. Changing this algorithm is not about being perfect, but about taking up more territory over time. This means if you get off your path on some days and you do compulsions or be reactive, don't say, oh no, I messed everything up, I might as well stop. That's also a compulsion. That's a very common behavior of people. And then they say, oh, I'll start again on some point. No, you just shift back on your path. And over time, you add more valued actions. You spend more time outside of your head. And then over a longer period of time, you're putting these bricks onto each other and you build a beautiful wall, a beautiful house, or you can even say a beautiful garden of valued actions. You're building skills over time. You don't have to be perfect. So don't try to make it perfect. Make it messy and move forward. Which means just over an extended period of time to shift from engaging in your head and trying to fix feelings to adding more valued actions, no matter if you feel uncertain or anxious. This will build immense self-trust over time. I'm going to give you action steps now, which most likely your brain said, no, I like this theory. It gave me emotional entertainment. It gave me so much great stimuli. I understood. So, action. No, that's okay. Action is the most important thing because that's how you change your patterns. So action step number 1 for this month for you. Be aware when the brain tries to suck you into a conversation and snap out of it by talking outside of your head out loud. Using the no brain method from my book, the Emotional Fitness book, will help you. When you say, no brain, we're walking right now. No brain, we're doing chest press right now in the gym. No brain, we're talking to our friend right now. This will help you to stop the toxic momentum. By saying no brain, you are aware that you're not the thought or emotion. You're saying, oh, this is you brain. By saying the action afterwards, like no brain, we're at the gym right now, you are practically shifting your focus to the present moment action. By focusing back to the present moment action, you are retraining your brain that you care about something new, not the old pattern. Pro tip. Don't make the very common mistake to try to stop the thoughts from coming. They are allowed to be there, but you shift your focus away from them. You don't shift your focus to get rid of them. If you hate on the thoughts or you want to get rid of them, you're still engaging with them, which means you still give them energy and you keep training the old algorithm. You're basically telling the brain, oh, I'm still engaging with this. And the brain's like, oh, you still love this. Action step number 2, insert more valued actions that support your goals that you have in your life. This can be growing your relationships, physical fitness, business, fun, relaxation, or creative expression. Insert those actions proactively at times in your day that you want to do them. Then, when those times come, no matter how you feel, do those actions. Specifically set actions you want to grow from the beginning of the day. This is when you can retrain yourself the best because you create a momentum for the entire day. Pro tip number 2, really important. When you completed the actions, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself for having done the actions, the process, not the result. You can celebrate yourself by talking out loud to yourself like a friend who congratulates you, and celebrate yourself by writing it down in your thankfulness journal. Like, I'm so proud of myself, I went to the gym today. I'm so proud of myself, I meditated. Everything what I taught you today will help you to get out of the self-help addiction by letting go of the warped reality, by not engaging anymore with that programming and the warped reality. Over time, because you're not spending time and energy on it anymore, the brain will make that inactive and will make what you put your focus on active, which is the valued actions. If you want to learn more how to build your value garden, how to find the valued actions, and more of the tools to shift your focus and shift your programming, you can check out the Emotional Fitness book in the description. And if you want to go deeper into more of the principles, you can check out my other YouTube videos. With that being said, I wish you a beautiful day and I'll see you guys soon.